Hello, my dear students. I welcome all of you at my YouTube channel, Deepak Samnani's YouTube channel. So we'll solve this gate problem, which was asked in 2016. Let's solve the problem. This question belongs to engineering maths, and the topic is calculus. And it was asked from a very basic topic: how to find or how to evaluate limit of a function. So let's read the question. Question states that there is a function log base e of 1 plus 4x upon e to the power 3x minus 1 and limit x tend to 0. This can be solved by multiple methods. I'll tell you two methods. Let's say method number one. Now, a basic rule to evaluate limit is first you substitute the value of the limiting variable. X is the variable. Put the value and check what value you are getting for the function. It may be a determinate form, which is a finite value, or an indeterminate form, which can be solvable or non-solvable. Okay, let's see. When I put x tend to 0, I'll get log e. If I put x tend to 0, then I'll get log e1. This 4 into 0 is 0. So log e1 is 0 divided by e to the power 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So it's a 0 by 0 form. It is one of the indeterminate form. Okay. So when you are getting the indeterminate form like 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, what you can do? You can go for a very simple method. That's the L'Hospital method. L'Hospital says that if limit x tend to a fx by gx tends to 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then this limit is actually equivalent to limit x tend to a. You can differentiate it n number of times actually. One time you have differentiate f dash x, g dash x. Suppose you are again getting 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, you can again differentiate it. And this process you can repeat till n number of times till you are getting a finite or a non-definite answer. Okay, till you are not able to evaluate the limit, you can follow this process, right? So that is what L'Hospital method. So now we are getting a form where we can apply L'Hospital rule. So let's apply here. So what we need to do, we have to differentiate these two functions. So limit x tend to 0, differentiate log base e, that is ln 1 plus 4x, that is 1 upon 1 plus 4x. Further you have to differentiate 1 plus 4x, that is differentiation of 1 is 0 and 4x is 4, divided by, now differentiate e to the power 3x minus 1. If you differentiate exponent function, so it will be e to the power 3x into, now differentiation of 3x, that is from the chain rule, into 3, right? So this is what you got. Now again what we can do, we can substitute the limit, put x tend to 0. If you will put x tend to 0, you are getting 1, that is 4 divided by 1, and this becomes 0. So numerator you are getting 4, right? This 4x becomes 0, so you are getting 4 by 1, that is 4. Substitute here, e to the power 3 into 0, that is e to the power 0, that is 1. 1 into 3 is 3. 4 by 3, that is the answer. 4 by 3 is the, very simple. So this is the method number 1 by which you can solve this problem. I'll tell you one more method. In one more method, we usually remember the standard limits. So standard limit, when limit x tend to a, ln of 1 plus fx divided by fx. So whenever you have given something like this, and when x tend to a and fx tend to 0, or you can say this both fx tend to 0, then answer is 1. Actually answer is 1. This I got from the standard limit, that is limit x tend to 0 ln of 1 plus x by x. You all know this, but I used to remember by this form to get the quick answer. Okay, so what you can do, whenever you see limit x tend to a and 1 plus something, some function inside ln tend to 0, then you can directly write it as fx. You can directly write it as fx. Similarly, one more standard limit is limit x tend to a e to the power fx minus 1 divided by fx, where you have to remember that when x approaches to a, fx approaches to 0. जब आपका x a को approach कर रहा है तो fx 0 को approach कर रहा है. If that is the condition, then again directly you can answer 1. You can answer 1. Or limit x tend to 0 is e to the power x minus 1 by x is 1. That I guess these both things you know. Okay, just for your notes I'm putting both the formulas. But what actually I do, limit ln of 1 plus fx. When I see fx tend to 0, I keep fx here. You can take this fx to 1. You can take this fx to other side 1. So how I remember, I'll tell you. You just rub this fx, this one, this fx you rub. And what I do, I put fx here. I'll put fx here. Okay, so whenever you are seeing ln of 1 plus fx, when x tend to a, fx tend to 0, you take it out. E to the power fx minus 1, when fx tend to 0 and x tend to a, you take this fx out. That's how I remember, so that I can get answer in single step. Okay, this is very important. This is very important part. Okay, both are two methods. This is single question, but my aim is to give you a method which is useful for not only this question, which can be useful for multiple problems, right? So let's solve this. Now limit x tend to 0, ln of ln log e is nothing but ln 1 plus 4x divided by e to the power 3x minus 1. I guess that's the question. Yes. Now, whatever I said, we have to apply. X tend to a. Now you see this fx tend to 0. So directly what I can write, it is equal to, directly I can take this fx out. So what is fx? 4x. Limit x tend to 0 divided by, now e to the power fx minus 1. When x tend to a and fx tend to 0, you can take this fx out. So 3x by 4x, that is nothing but 4 by 3. So same answer you got by L'Hopital method, and exactly same answer in single step you got by the second method, which is nothing but the standard limit. And this question will help you to solve many problems if you understand the fundamental, right? So I hope you got the solution. Thank you very much.